welcome to Week 8, Tecmo Super Bowl III Final Edition, full season. Let's see the San Diego Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks play this week. Computer versus computer, let's take a look at the standings in their division. San Diego's 4-3, Seattle's 3-3, so whoever wins this game is going to be in second place. Because Seattle's got more points than opposing points, and San Diego doesn't. Seattle's got plus, San Diego has minus, so pretty close division though. Raiders in first, 5-2. Chargers 4-3, Seattle 3-3. Kansas City and Denver both 3-4. First, let's get through the rest of the games. Cincinnati beats Pittsburgh. Houston beats Chicago. Miami Dolphins beat the Jets. Jacksonville gets beat by Cleveland. Saints beat the Panthers. Detroit gets beat by Washington. Minnesota crushes Green Bay. Nice. Atlanta beats Tampa Bay. Kansas City beats Denver. Colts beat the Raiders. So my Packers got beat thanks to the computer. I was able to beat Dallas in the last game, which was a pretty impressive game, I have to admit. Okay, here we go. Computer versus computer. Now, Seattle Seahawks, I believe, play in a dome, so therefore every game of theirs will be clear weather. Turn it down a little bit. I didn't have time to play any games yesterday because I finally got that truck I've been wanting to get. I was planning to get it last weekend, but the guy who's selling it to me was busy and didn't get around to it, so until yesterday. Now I just hope I don't regret buying it because that thing is kind of in rough shape. I had to leave work early today to take care of everything, the paperwork and all that good stuff. I had to go to the courthouse, get the title transferred in my name, get the registration, order the license plates. I'm getting personalized plates. And I had to get down to other fail. I had to get down to the insurance company and get insurance on it. So and then I took the truck to a mechanic to get it aligned. So that's the biggest problem with the truck so far, is the alignment's way off. It's like I'll be driving straight down the road and the steering wheel's like jumping all over the left and right, and I don't like driving with that. Wide open and they couldn't catch that. It is a huge truck though. 1979 Silverado with 33-inch tires. Touchdown! There's still a lot of work going on. I want to get the engine checked out too because the power doesn't seem to be right. Sometimes when you really have to step on the gas and to get it going, and I mean that's an 8-cylinder. It shouldn't have that much problem. My Firebird's a 6-cylinder, and my Firebird doesn't have that problem. good return. Now, as for the engine work on that, I'm gonna wait to get that fixed because I spent most of my paycheck just buying the truck. Sold for $1,600, which wasn't a bad price. I'm gonna wait till my next paycheck before I start doing anything more to it, because I need somebody to last me till payday. Almost got there. Yes, he was first and 1. Lost the yard, now it's second and 1. That's a common design flaw in this game. We've seen it in the previous game too. Tecmo Super Bowl II Special Edition. At least I'm pretty sure we've seen it in that game. I left my truck at the mechanic because he said he wouldn't be able to get to it till tomorrow, so I got my car to use today. It's always nice having two vehicles. If one breaks down, you always got to back up. Unless they both break down at the same time, that'd really ruin your day. Oh, that was a fail. I think the Chargers are going to win this game. Even though the score is tied, the Chargers seem to be looking a little bit better. You know, I don't really remember Seattle winning the division ever. I remember the Chargers had won the division a few times. We've seen the Raiders and the Broncos. Seahawks and Chiefs, you don't see win this division in this game too often. But all five of them teams are usually pretty close throughout the season. It seems like every season, all five teams in the AFC West are always pretty close. Barely got it in there. I also asked the mechanics to take my truck for a test drive. I want them to tell me if they could find anything else that should be fixed or really needs to be fixed. Kind of prioritize things there. Okay, second quarter. can. They grunt me around. That's kind of boring because last hockey game I did, last hockey video game I did, hockey game video upload, I guess I should say, it was computer versus computer. This game's computer versus computer. My next hockey game is me against the computer, but next football game is computer versus computer again. Looks like they're dancing. Now this game doesn't have a halftime show like some of the earlier ones. I don't remember the last. I think the last one had one in the Super Bowl. I don't know, I can't remember now. Yeah, I was gonna say that goes like right on top of him. Seattle gets a touchdown. Never heard of that quarterback, Rick. I don't know if it's Meyer, Mirror, Call him Meyer. Much of a return. As usual, what happens when you get to the top part of the field, for some reason they don't seem to get very far. Now when they kick it to me at the top part of the field, I immediately run down because all their players are going to be up, so it's going to take them longer to get more players down to the bottom of the screen. I usually cut up and down, that's how I get some kickoff return touchdowns every now and then. Now I wonder whoever designed the shape of a football, because it's like the only ball out of all sports that I could think of where it's not completely round. Like baseballs, tennis, golf balls, soccer balls, pool balls. can't remember if it said basketballs or not, but Seattle going for a field goal, 12 seconds left in the half. Nope. This might be a pretty good game. Last game I played as the Packers against the Cowboys, that was a pretty good game. Stayed close the whole time. It's all because Dallas missed. They scored a touchdown and they missed an extra point. So it's like I'd be a point ahead of them, and then they'd be 6 points ahead of me, and then I'd come back a point ahead. And that just went all the way down to the end. I beat them 49-48. Going to halftime, game's tied. Take a look at the total yards. Seattle's got 102, Chargers have 85. So Seattle started looking a little bit better there in the second quarter. Even though they scored one touchdown in each quarter. But they looked a little bit better, so. Here we go into the second half of the game. One important thing you want to do at the end of the game, when it's playing the music and showing the statistics similar to what we've seen at the halftime stats, you want to make sure you press the A button when you're done, because if you press B, it'll cancel the game. So if we're playing regular season, the game is just like it didn't play. You got to play it all over again. Breakaway. I thought the Chargers were going to win this game, but Seattle's starting to look better. It's going to be a tough call. And the Seahawks take the lead. Yards rushing. At the end of the season, Junior Seau will lead the league in, I think it's tackles. It seems like every season he does. He's with San Diego, I believe. Reggie White should lead the league in sacks. I usually get a lot of sacks with him, although he has been injured. He got injured in week 2. He also missed game 3, week Had a bye week in week 5. Missed game in week 6. I think we had a bye week in 5. I'm not sure if he came back for week 7 or not. I guess we won't. I mean, I could check after this game, I guess. Usually injuries in this game sometimes will last a week, sometimes it might last like 5 weeks, 6 weeks. There was one time I had a player, Sean Jones, one of my other defensive linemen. Sean Jones got injured in the first week. He was out the entire season, never came back. It was crazy. It was the first time I've ever seen that. That was in this game here, Tecmo Super Bowl III Final Edition. I was doing a full season. Chargers about to tie it up. That Jeff Jagger, he used to be with the Raiders back in the original Tecmo Bowl on NES. Bates, is that Norman Bates? That was a joke, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. Most young people out there probably never heard of Norman Bates. That was crazy. Tecmo Super Bowl II Special Edition, I remember one of the games I was playing, there was a Clay Matthews, and I thought maybe it was the same one that was playing today, but from what I understand, Clay Matthews was not playing back then. He would have been too young. It's kind of weird that there was a Clay Matthews back then, 95, and there's one now. The name Clay is kind of a very rare name. The only two Clays I ever heard of both had the last name of Matthews. Both in the NFL. I guess it'd be probably short for Clayton. Seattle regains the lead. You know, I think they actually made a Tecmo Super Bowl 2012 for the Super Nintendo. I seen a picture of it, but I don't know if it was somebody photoshopped it just for like a joke or a gag picture, or if it was real. So I'm gonna have to look that up. If there really is one, I'll have to buy it just because it's something really unique. Had a picture of Aaron Rodgers on it. That's kind of weird though to be creating Super Nintendo games in 2012. Definitely gonna look into it though. That had to run the quarterback today. I notice my games always go like 45 minutes when I'm playing. When I get computer versus computer, it's like 30 minutes. Because I put a little more into my game. See me changing my roster, my lineup, my players all the time. Maybe we'll actually get to see a game going to overtime. That's stupid on San Diego's part. They audible to a goal line. There's no reason for it. That's Novak X Deep, the play right there. Seattle's doing the same play I have. Minnesota Vikings also have that play. I can tell by their formation they run before the ball snapped. I don't know who he used to run to. I mentioned in my last football video about my computers. I busted my computer screen. I got mad and playing a Bobo's Big Adventure. I got stuck in the final boss stage, and I threw my NES controller. I didn't think I threw it that hard, but it busted my screen. And I actually showed it in the last video. I want to show it again because it looks different this time. I'll show it after the game now. You see when I first busted it, it was like, it looked shattered on like one side of the screen. On the other side, you can still kind of see the image of what was on the computer screen. Now you can't see anything but just weirdness. I got my computer hooked up from the TV screen though, so whenever I want to turn on the computer, I can just do it that way. Deep. Got a minute 21 left at the tied score. Using up all their timeouts. Oh, somebody's day is ruined. Ryan Blades. think he might have played with the Bengals at one time. I might be thinking of somebody else too. To overtime unless they make a big play here. I know, it's 4th down, I think. Yeah, if they fail here... Well, actually... Chargers get the ball back. I was going to say the Chargers might kick a field goal, but there's still 43 yards away. They're going to have to go for a deep pass into the end zone. Everybody wide open, and he goes for a screen pass. So we're going into overtime. First time we've seen this season. Yeah, in overtime, why would you kick off? That would just be stupid. Yeah, in this game they don't have a time. Oh yeah, they do have time. I think it was one of the previous games that didn't have a time. Oh, I think it's in the playoffs. This game doesn't have a time clock in overtime. It just keeps on going until somebody scores. Yeah, because I forgot, in regular season we can tie, but in the playoffs you can't, so I'm pretty sure playoff overtime there's no time clock at all. Probably gonna go for a field goal. Nope, not yet. They really pulled some yards there. See, I'd only go for the field goal if it was 4th down. I keep shooting for the end zone. Hey, I think Seattle's going to win this game. They're going to go for a field goal here. I know it. Yep. This could be the end of the game. Game's good. Seahawks win in overtime. So you got 52 rushing yards for the Chargers, 195 rushing for the Seahawks. San Diego led in passing yards 199 to 136. Overall yards, Seahawks led 331 to 251. Seahawks led in first downs 11 to 10. Sacks are tied at 3. Interceptions, Chargers 1-0. Fumbles, 1-0 Chargers. Time of possession 11:07 for the Seahawks, 10:14 for the Chargers. So, see now, this is what I was talking about. If I were to press B right here, everything that happened would unhappen and go back to before the game. So you have to make sure to press A at this point to move on. That goes on to this, and then you press B after this to leave. So, finish this week up. 49ers get beat by the Rams. Buffalo Bills beat the Patriots. Take a look at the standings throughout the league. Miami Dolphins and Buffalo Bills both 5-2, fighting for first place. Patriots are just behind them 4-3, Jets right behind them 4-4, Colts 3-4. So the division's fairly close yet. AFC Central, Cincinnati 6-1, Houston 5-2. The other teams are all under 500. Jacksonville's got a 1-7 record. AFC West, the Raiders 5-3. The Seahawks, that victory there put them up in second place, 4-3, knocking the Chargers down into fourth place. Put them below the Chiefs. Chiefs and San Diego both 4-4, Denver 3-5. It's kind of confusing when you got teams that had their bye week and teams that didn't. It's annoying. Over here we got Dallas in first place, no surprise. Washington right behind them. All the rest of the Eagles, Cardinals, Giants, all under 500. NFC Central, I'm still in first place, 5-2 record. Detroit's right behind me, 5-2 record. Week 9, you'll see those two teams play, fight for first. Look at the point difference, so I've got quite a few more points, not as many as I should. Minnesota, Chicago, Tampa Bay, all under 500. NFC West, we got the Falcons in first place. Saints, second, Carolina right behind them. Rams and Niners in last place, or fourth and fifth place. And it's still Raiders, the 49ers at the bottom of the division, but who knows, I might come back and move up to the top at the end of the season. Might actually see something different for a change. And we'll get next week set up. Next week's schedule. Week 9, we're going to auto-skip through all the blue teams. We will see the New York Jets at the Indianapolis Colts, which will be in the next video. And then the video after that. Okay, first we're going to auto-skip through the Jacksonville-Pittsburgh game, and then we'll see the Jets and Colts, and then we'll auto-skip through the next few games. The video after that, we'll see the Packers at Detroit, where I'll be playing against the computer. We'll auto-skip through the rest of the teams. This time, after we see the league standings, and team standings, we're also going to look at this NFL leaders, because we'll be at the midway point through the season, so I might as well take a look at them at the midway point, see who's leading, and we'll kind of compare to the end of the season. Right now, I want to do something. I want to see if Reggie's back yet. Reggie White is still injured. I hope this isn't a glitch like happened last time and he ends up missing the entire season, like Sean Jones did. That's kind of weird. You look at the map, all the blue spots are where the NFC teams are, red spots are where the AFC teams are, and look at all the teams on the east side of the United States. And you look at NHL map, it's crazy. It's like, they got them, the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. It's like the entire Eastern Conference is on, like, the very east of the like sliver of the eastern coast. It's like the Western Conference is from California all the way out to like Tennessee, like Columbus, Ohio. Columbus Blue Jackets are on the west, so that's just crazy. You know, one thing I want to point out about this game that's crazy. Okay, AFC Eastern Conference. Okay, Indianapolis really isn't East. It should be more like Central. All the rest of the teams there are on the East. Here are the Central teams. Jacksonville Jaguars. Florida is not in the central part of the United States. That should be in the East. Houston should be in the Central. In the Western Conference, Kansas City would be more central. All the rest of them are pretty fairly okay. NFC East. Okay, we got Washington, Philadelphia, and New York are all on the eastern coast. Dallas is more central. Arizona is like way out in the west. I mean, Arizona and New York Giants both in the Eastern Conference. Somebody should get a map quest or something and figure out how many miles are between Phoenix, Arizona, and New York City. It's quite a distance, and they're both in the same conference. NFC Central, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are not in the Central. They're in the eastern part of the United States. All the rest of the teams are fairly okay. NFC West, we got the Falcons are way out east. The Saints should be center. The 49ers, they're all the way out on the west coast. Oh wait, this is the west, okay. Then the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons, they're all the way east. St. Louis should be central. Wait a minute, this is just crazy. The 49ers are the only team that's really in the West. Did I look at that right? That is the NFC West. Yeah. Carolina is like completely the opposite side of San Francisco. I mean, totally. Carolina's got the Atlantic Ocean. San Francisco is up at the Pacific Ocean. Completely opposite sides of the United States. I was in Carolina. I went to South Carolina once, which is right below North Carolina. I went to the beach, one of the beaches out there in South Carolina, and it's touching the Atlantic Ocean, the state of Carolina. San Francisco is in California, which is touching the opposite ocean. St. Louis is in the central. Atlanta is out in the east. New Orleans Saints is central. So, 49ers are the only team that belongs in that division. But some video, what I think I should do is redraw the teams and where they really are. But I don't know, we'll get to that some other time. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the game. See you in the next video.